Hey guys, it's StarrySky and welcome to my nature DPS video. Now in this video I'm going to be going through a revamped version of my full Harvest Loadout. Now since I did bring out my full Harvest Loadout, I've had people comment and so forth since I was using face dodge to clip powers that it's not user friendly to all movements. Now I've took that into consideration. I spent a lot of time going through powers, trying to find a replacement skill so you can clip the animations out of all the nature powers, and I found it. Took a while, but I've done it. I also made another change to the full Harvest Loadout as well. So anyway, first of all, let's go straight to the PowerPoints. So, in the plants, I have Vine Lash, Savage Growth, Blossom, Thorn Shield, Briar, Impaling Thorns, Harvest, Swarm. Now in the Shapeshifter tree. Now, primarily with this loadout, you don't actually need to put power points in the Shapeshifter tree. But since I like to swap stuff around when it comes to like alerts and duos, this is how I've done mine. So feel free to put your points elsewhere. I have a point in Raw, Primal Wolf Form, Regeneration, Canine Thorn, and Carnage. In an Iconics, Weapons Expert, and Tactical Genius. Now since this loadout is placed around the plants tree, we don't actually need to put power points in the Shapeshifter tree itself. So if you want to, you're able to take any points from here and you can put them in the Iconics and maybe put them in some extra health, defense, or anything else you feel free. That's just the way how I like to spec my PowerPoints. Okay, so now to the loadout. Right, and the loadout for this is Vine Lash, Briar, Harvest, Blossom, Impaling Thorns, Swarm. Now as I said before, the whole point of this loadout, this revamped version, is so that all movement classes can use it. And we're pretty much going to go for a pure damage. Instead of running Carnage as well and buffing the rest of our group members, we're just going to be a little bit selfish and try and get some extra damage in for ourselves. So we've replaced Carnage and we've got in Swarming. Now this is a big damage AoE area. The damage does split, but it's clippable and you can summon it quite frequently, and the damage it does is quite good. So first of all, obviously, we want to get our two primary dots going, Vine Lash and Briar. We want to spread our dots of Harvest, and then in between we're going to be using Impaling Thorns while summoning our Swarm to do a lot of AoE damage. And now if you notice, instead of using Phase Dodge, I have got Blossom in. Now Blossom is the replacement skill to clip everything. It will clip all the animations, and it has a very fast cooldown time. It's either the same cooldown time as Face Dodge or a little bit quicker. But also with Blossom you have to jump clip it as well, so there's a little bit more clipping involved in it. Now for any nature healers, do not worry. It will not remove the pheromones from your heals, because in DPS role, Blossom itself won't remove pheromones, because as you can see in the description, healer role removes pheromones effects on allies for an equal amount of healing. So as long as I'm not in healer role, Blossom is just a clippable skill. So that's the PowerPoints and the loadout. Now the best weapons for this is rifle, hand blasters, dual wield, something with nice AoE damage. So let's get to the rotation, and I'll show you what I mean. So the rotation we want to do is Vine Lash, and then we want to clip it. So literally it's going to be Vine Lash, Blossom, and Jump. And as you can see, we clip the animation with Blossom, and it's like pretty much like an instant cooldown time. But after we've clipped it with Blossom, we want to do a weapon combos in between each attack. That's why I recommend Rifle out of all the weapons for, because we can clip the grenade just by using another power, so we're literally clipping everything all at once. So at the start, so we're going to do a weapon combo, Vine Lash, and then Blossom. So weapon combo, Vine Lash, Blossom, Jump. So we got the weapon combo going, Vine Lash and Blossom, clip and all. And so then after when we've done Blossom, we want to do another weapon combo, and then we go into Briar and Blossom again. So it'll be Vine Lash, Blossom, weapon combo, Briar, Blossom, weapon combo. As you can see, you managed to get both the dots going off really quick just by using Blossom and clipping it at the same time. So once again, it'll be Vine Lash, Blossom, weapon attack, Briar, Blossom, weapon attack. And once we've applied these 2 dots, we want to use Harvest. Obviously, if it's a big group of ads, if it's just a single target, we don't need to use Harvest. If there's a big group of ads, or if there's a boss and he summons some ads, we want to pop Harvest to spread the dots onto multiple targets. So if you're using stat increase trinkets, don't forget to use them as frequently as possible when they're off cooldown. So you'd want to pop your trinkets, Vine Lash, Blossom, weapon attack, Briar, Vine, Blossom, weapon attack, Harvest, Blossom, weapon attack. And amongst all of that, when I get some power back, since as our primary rotation, we want to be using Swarm as much as possible, just for the extra AoE damage. And we can clip that Blossom as well. Now as you can see, the ticks coming off from Swarm are like 170 to 150 something. Now the damage does split on multiple targets, but since it's a big AoE, it does cover the damage over a whole raid and alert will add up quite a bit. So let's go for the whole rotation and try and put the whole thing together if I can get enough power from the training dummy. So literally it's going to be Vine Lash, Blossom, Jump, weapon combo. Then Briar, Blossom, Jump, weapon combo, Harvest, Blossom, Jump, weapon combo. So and that's literally the primary rotation. And then in between the dots, we want to do weapon combo using Impale Thorns about 3 times before we refresh the dots, if it's on a single target. If it's on a big group of ads, especially in T5 content, use the hard lock function, and then once you put the dots on one target and use Harvest to spread it, hard lock to another target, and then refresh the dots you've spread using Harvest. This will conserve power while you're maintaining to refresh the dots. So infect one target with your dots, use Harvest to spread it, use Impale Thorns about 2 or 3 times, and by that time use Harvest again to refresh the dots from that one that's had the dot spread onto it, so then it'll respread it back onto other targets. And then during that, obviously you just want to be popping Swarm as much as possible. So let's get a little bit of power back from the train dummy, and let's go for the whole rotation one more time. So I'll wait for Swarm to come off cooldown. Right, so let's summon Swarm. Stack Trinket. Obviously that's not Swarm. Swarm, Stack Trinket. So Vine Lash, Blossom that. And then pretty much repeat. As you can see, it's pretty power intensive, so you will need good controllers to power this. But as you can see, this is able to be used by all movements: super speed, flight, and acrobatics. Preferably, if you're super speed though, you will be using phase dodge, because I do think it's a little bit better. But other than that, Blossom is ideal for all movements. Swarm is better overall than Carnage if you just want to be putting up more damage instead of buffing you and your group. So guys, I hope this will help you out and enjoy nature DPS. It is a really good and fun DPS power. And as always, I appreciate the views and the subs. Even the tips you lot give me by private message and the comments are very helpful to learning the powers, which I have no experience with, especially in nature. The advice I've been given has been really handy and I appreciate it. But as always guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you then.